Everybody, today for your activity I would like you to design your own disc golf course. It's one of my favorite sports. I love doing it, and when I was in elementary school like you guys, I would just play it around my neighborhood. I wouldn't go out to the actual courses. We didn't have a lot then back then. So you're going to pick a few things to be your course, and if you can find things at home like a bucket or a hula hoop or anything like a cone, anything you can throw to, you can use those as your targets too and part of your course. So I designed a course here. Miss Swanson and I worked on this. Hole number 1 is going to be that tree. So I'm going to start at a comfortable distance for me, further, however far I want my course to be. If you want it to be a little more challenging, go back a little further. If you want your course to be a little bit easier, make it a little bit shorter. So I'm going to start here, and the tree is going to be hole number 1. You want to see how many throws it takes you to get to your target, and that's your score. So if I take 2 shots to get there, my score is, well, if it takes 2 shots to get there and I think it only should take 2, then par would be 2. We'll talk about that later. All right, here we go. All right, so I got close to my first throw. Now I got to go to where my disc landed, or my frisbee landed, and take my second shot from where it landed. So I'm going to throw from where it landed, see if I can get the tree in 2.
Whoop, there you go.
All right, that's 2.
And if that was par, you got in par, right, Mr. Horn?
So if you're playing with other people, you'll have to decide what par is. At a course, par is usually 3. For most disc golf courses, they're almost all par 3. So you can decide with whoever you're playing with what you want par to be, and that way you can keep score. So if I made par, my score is still at 0. If I go above par, then every throw above par is my score, okay? So the next hole we decided is going to be the basketball hoop. So I'm going to try and throw there. I'm going to try and get it in 3 shots. Here we go. So there's 1. Now if I make it in 2 shots, which is 1 less than par, that's called a birdie, and my score goes below 0. So if I can get this in 2, my score will be -1. I'm going to throw from where it landed. Let's see if I can get a birdie.
Yep,
Yes,
there you go.
birdie. So my score is -1.
I think Mr. Horn's kind of good at this.
I play sometimes. All right, let's see if I can get even better. So our next hole we decided was the bucket?
The hula hoop.
The hula hoop. So we're going to the hula hoop. All right, it's par 3. I'm gonna try and get it in 3 shots. If it's a par 3 and you make it in 1 shot, that's called an eagle. It doesn't happen very often. Or if you make it in 1 shot, you just call it a hole-in-one or an ace. Ooh, so I'd say if it's touching the hula hoop, we count that as a make.
Okay.
So that means I'm -2 points.
Awesome. Okay,
Next
now.
one is the bucket. Now this might be a par 2. I mean, this is a pretty short hole here, so it's probably not going to take you 3 throws to hit the bucket. So let's call this one a par 2. Ace.
Whoa.
So that's a hole-in-one.
Hole-in-one.
I have a -3 points. And we decided just to make this a short course, so our last hole was, what was our last hole?
I think it was just the bucket.
Oh, it was just the bucket. Okay,
Yeah.
we're done. Perfect. All right. So I want you to set your course up. You can draw me a map of your course and post that. You can show me a video of your course, or just tell me what your score is and write a little scorecard for yourself with you and who you're playing with. And what's really great about this one is you can play this by yourself. You don't need anybody to play with you. I play by myself all the time. It's super fun. All right, guys, get out there and play.
Also, I was just going to add really quick, if you don't have a Frisbee, they have them at the dollar store.
Oh.
They have them at Target. They have them everywhere.
$1. Yeah.
Yeah. So get out there and play, guys, and have a good time.
All right, guys.